Halloweenie collection. Something that you will see that I often repeat as far as notes or accords. I like red musk. There's a lot of autumn leaves, incense, pumpkin, or gourmand notes. And I have worn them all this past week to get reacquainted with them, and here are my findings. This collection will encompass the years 2005 to 2019. For 2019, one of my new acquirings would be candy corn snake oil. Wet, it starts off almost butterscotchy, a little waxy in a candy way, almost like a Yankee Candle. Dry, it's much better. The snake oil smell is very faint. It has slow throw. I look forward to aging it. Maybe the snake oil will come out more. I was hoping it would smell more like Jack, but I will talk about that at the end of the video. The second 2009 weenie that I have acquired is Anthocyanin. The description says, a burst of red, bloody, and inflamed, the greens of summer collapsing into fall, red musk, mandrake root, patchouli, pimento, saffron, red oud, clove, and basil. Basically what this one gives me is a red hot, big red gum meets witch dance. I think the pimento and the basil are creating sort of a cinnamon vibe. It is better dry. It has a medium throw, I would say. Again, it's very similar to witch dance, so not sure if I'm going to hold on to it yet. I bought pumpkin musk and black oud. I had to age it a year before I really started to like it. Originally, it was very masculine and a little cologne-y. It's a bit of a dirty pumpkin. It's a bit more sexier now per se, very unisex, much smoother. The oud is nice, it's not too dark. It definitely is a darker perfume, but very wearable. My other 2018 perfume would be Pumpkin Creme Brulee. It is very long lasting. It lasts over 12 hours on my skin. It smells like French toast cereal from back in the day and maple syrup. It is only wearable in very cold weather because it's very strong for me, and I think I'm actually willing to part with this one, even though it should fascinate a true gourmand that likes super sweet smells. In 2017, I acquired All Souls. It's an incense blend that evokes the higher qualities of mercy and compassion, mingled with the soft, sugared currant scent of olfactory soul cakes. I love All Souls. It probably is one of my favorite weenies. It smells like buttery cakes. There is a slight dry vibe. It's sharp, perhaps from the currant. It almost smells like sassafras is in there. I'm not sure if I get the incense or not, but that probably is why I like it a lot. In 2016, I got her Strong Enchantments filling, which I was very excited for because it's based on one of my favorite poems. And it says, a final confrontation, a light with black fire and poisonous smoke, incense and bruised purple toxins, a tangle of thorny blackberries and pale rage. I couldn't really wear it the first 2 years because it was just too perfumey for me. But it does smell very purple incense, and it has aged very well. It's a lot smoother, not as sharp, but now I do own something, I believe Winter Collections, that smells like what I hoped this would smell like. So I would be willing to part with it. Another 2016 find that I actually got on one of the BPAL forums on Facebook is Third Charm. And Third Charm says there's magic afoot, fiery red musk, luminous elemi, East Indian patchouli, champaka flower, cedar, incense, whole wood, hemlock accord, and sweetened with the peculiar sweet honey. I love the Third Charm poem. It did take me a couple of years to really be able to appreciate the perfume completely. For me, it just came out a little bit too powdery and dirty smelling and sweet and medicinal at the same time. And I think the honey is what didn't work very well on my skin. I would say it is also a sister to Witch Dance, a younger, sweeter sister. You definitely get the red musk, but I do like Witch Dance more than Third Charm. I would be willing to find a new home for this one as well. Witch Dance says bonfire smoke rising through a cloud of ceremonial incense encircled by swirling autumn leaves and a dribble of blood red musk. It's the most successful leaf note I've had. I've tried a few things with leaf notes. They don't always work for me, but this one did. It's sweeter now that it's aged. It's very unisex, everyday, dark autumn, but not offensive. Different, but not extreme. From what I read about, it is like a stripped down Samhain. 2015 was my first time trying BPAL Halloweenies, and I bought Dead Leaves, Bourbon, Vanilla, and Myrrh. I wore it to a haunted house, so good memories attached to it, but I did sell it on the forum. I was hoping it smelled like true dead leaves that I've experienced when I pick them up outside and I tear them open to smell them. It didn't smell like that. It was very masculine. I didn't get any vanilla at all, unfortunately. I hope it aged well, but it did find a happy home. I have a couple of honorable mentions from the general catalog that I think work fantastic for fall. And my favorite would be Jack from the general catalog as far as being very fall smelling. Jack says, the scent of warm glowing jack-o'-lanterns on a warm autumn night. True Halloween pumpkin, spiced with nutmeg, glowing peach, and murky clove. It smells like candy corn to me. It smells how I kinda was hoping the candy corn snake oil smell mixed with snake oil. It's a little buttery, waxy, very slightly sweet pumpkin. I love the throw. It's low. I like to put it on to go to sleep. I can wear it in the summer if I want to. There's no candle vibe. The peach doesn't read as peach to me, but maybe that's where some of the sweetness comes from. And I love clove, but I don't get a lot of it because I just believe it's pretty well blended, along with the nutmeg. My second honorable mention is Miskatonic University Irish Coffee Dusty Tone Oakwood Halls. I don't like coffee, but I do like the smell of this. I also don't like the smell of regular coffee, but I think this smells more like a cappuccino with a lot of cream and sugar. When it dries down, you do get the slight smell of dry old books, but for me, I mostly still get the cappuccino smell, and I love to wear this when I'm writing or thinking about writing. I also like to wear it when I attempt to complete NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month in November, and for fall in general because it is very, very strong, but it does make you think about reading a book, being around, especially an old book in a bookstore or a bookstore with a coffee shop, and just hanging out. Some scents from the Weenies that I was interested in. I would have liked to have smelled the flesh of my flesh, wax vampire teeth, snake oil, and the shadowed veil. And hopefully as my collection grows, I'll be able to add a little bit to the list. And I would love to know if anyone has tried any of these or what Halloweenies they did get this year or looked forward to the most. And thank you for listening.